Hello everyone, Cyber1388 here as always. Welcome to episode 6 of the Geometry Cast. As hinted at in episode 4, which is my longest episode, probably will be for quite a while, I hinted at an episode about the shops in Geometry Dash. So I am going to get back to that as that was my second hint. My first hint was the last episode, the secrets. So let's get on to it. With more hints from episode 4 coming at a probably a later date, but later. Alright, we're going to start with the first shop that you unlock, which is the shop. Kept by the shopkeeper, simply the shopkeeper. In this shop you can buy a lot of icons, colors, trails, and there is one swing, the moose swing, for 500 mana orbs, for 5,000 mana orbs. I will not go in depth onto every single icon, but many of the icons here are pretty cool. Every icon that you can buy in a shop is the only way to unlock them. Unless you use hacks, which I think you can use hacks to get more icons. But we're not going to talk about that. I don't want to mention anything. But yeah. The shopkeeper, it has more of a red appearance, like I mentioned in episode 4. Where I talked about the characters. And I actually talked about all 5 of the shopkeepers in that episode. I only spent 4 minutes talking about them, but I'm going to elaborate a lot more on them in this episode. In the shop, you can find about 6 pages of items that cost mana orbs. And in Geometry Dash World, there is a TV in here where you can watch an ad to get mana orbs. I think you get 100 mana orbs for watching an ad in Geometry Dash World only. The shop does not appear in any other game except for the full version and in World, because those are the only ones where you can even get mana orbs in the first place. The shopkeeper is the original shopkeeper, I think the first ever shop in the game. Now let's move on to the next shop, Secret Shop. Alright, let's talk about the Secret Shop. My favorite shop, definitely. And I love Scratch. He's super funny. Who is the shopkeeper of the Secret Shop. Also, you get the Master Emblem here. You need 500 diamonds to unlock the Secret Shop, and it is the green string in the treasure room. And also, because it's in the treasure room, you need 5 demon keys, which means you need to get 2,500 mana orbs before you can get in here. Or will you have to get them? No, you can get them from levels, like main levels. But yeah, there's Scratch. Scratch exists, and Scratch is cool. But we aren't talking about Scratch, we're talking about the Secret Shop. The Secret Shop, along with Scratch, and the string of the shop that you pull to get in, take on a appearance that is it's dark green with lime green. It's not colorful, it's just green colors. And I mean, it's fine. Scratch, you can have whatever style you like. I mean, you are green, so why wouldn't you make your shop green? This is the only shop that you need diamonds to get that you can actually become mentioned before you even unlock the treasure room. As soon as you even get into Geometry Dash of the full version, you can tap the versus button, and it will go into a conversation between Scratch and it'll be between Scratch and the Keymaster. Eventually, Scratch says that the Keymaster is just mad because he doesn't have a shop, which is essentially saying that Scratch does have a shop. And then he says, I said too much, quickly get to the chopper, in a beautiful Terminator reference. And then the Keymaster's like, you don't have a chop, dot, dot, dot. And then Scratch is just in a chopper, and it's like the funniest thing ever. Personal bias aside. This shop is, I guess you could say, cool looking. Like I said, 500 diamonds and 5 demon keys to enter. Only one with hints outside of the treasure room. Let's move on before I drag this on for 5 more minutes, because I just love this shop so much. Next is the community shop, which is the second easiest shop to get into with 200 diamonds. I didn't talk about it first because it is the second string in the treasure room, being purple and yellow, the same as Pop Boar, which funnily enough is Rob Top backwards, which I think I mentioned in episode 4. That Pop Boar is just Rob Top backwards. And I love it. It's very, cool detail. Let's get to the shop itself. The community shop obviously has icons made by, the community. And there is a credits area where you can look at all of the people who made all these cool icons. And this is, if you have 200 diamonds and want to go find some really, really cool icons, come here. You can see cool icons that other people made. And not Rob Top. Rob Top is still a person. But these people still know what they're doing. They're making some really good icons in there. And, this shop it's essentially like the regular shop, but just with a different color scheme, and all of the items were made by the community. The next shop will be the Mechanic, which is by far my second favorite shop. This is yet another mana orb shop, and I'm mentioning that for reasons you will find out after this. The Mechanic is more of a purple. It's like a slightly darker purple than Pop Boar style, and also without any of the yellow, 0 yellow on this dude. The Mechanic himself actually is the only shopkeeper to have goggles on, which makes sense because the Mechanic literally is a mechanic who works for the entire game. But now that we've talked about the front and the character himself, let's talk about the shop. In the Mechanic shop, it is the only shop where you can buy new animations. You can buy new animations for your robot and your spider, which make it run different at high speeds. It normally runs in a way, but you can buy these, and then you can set it to run a different way. And it actually looks really cool when it runs the other ways. But he doesn't just sell those. He also sells icons, trails, and he also sells ship fires, which is kind of cool. I like that. Alright, let's just get to the last shop. Now comes the caldera of the mountain of the Geometry Dash shops. The Diamond Shop. This shop uses diamonds as the currency, which is why I've been saying that mana orbs are standard unit, but there's diamonds that we're using this one. Like I said in the currency episode, diamonds, also known as diamond shards. Throwing that out there. I say diamonds, don't say I'm wrong, that's how I like it. Do the same thing with something in Pokemon Sleep. It just isn't a Pokemon Sleep podcast or a Pokemon podcast, so I'm not going to mention that. Let's move on. Actually get to the Geometry Dash. But diamonds are a weird currency. You get them at the same, every time you get one diamond, you get one diamond. And if you convert diamonds to just diamonds, you get a lot of diamonds. You need a lot of diamonds in order to buy like one item. You need 700 diamonds. I think the cheapest item is like 300 diamonds. I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think there's one that's 300 diamonds. This is also the only. There are four different jetpacks. One of them, I think, two of them you get from Moon Quest. One of them you get from beating the tower to beat the Secret Hollow. And the fourth one you get from buying it in the community shop. Not the community shop, the diamond shop. I meant to say the diamond shop. But nevertheless, let's just end the episode. I think I've spent a lot of time talking about these. And, I just really want to talk more about the secret shop. But I don't want to waste time. In this part of the episode, for this quiz part, we are going to talk about the Geometry Dash fandom instead of the actual game. This question is, what is the demon list? A list of all of the demon difficulties. B, a list of the hardest demon levels. Or, well, there's more. C, a list with all of the fake demon difficulties. Or D, a list with all of the demon levels in the order that they were created. From now on, I will make it to where the answer to the quiz episode is revealed in the next episode. So, keep thinking about that. And I will tell you the answer in the next episode. Alright, well, that's the end of the episode. Nothing more to talk about. God, I love the secret shop so much, but there's nothing else to say. I don't want to say more, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, now that I got that out of me. This is Cyber1388, signing off for another time. And I will see you on the flip side after Cyber1388 signing off, baby. Did I press end? No, I didn't. Because there's one more thing I have to say. If you would like to send me a voice message, please go to https://podcast.spotify.com/pod/show/the-geometry-cast. That was https://show/the-geometry-cast. It will also be in the description of this episode. Bye, and for real this time, Cyber1388 signing off.